New game.
Yeah, it's the new Cold War, Call of Duty Cold War that's coming.
Oh, man.
Yep.
And apparently it's already buggy already worse than it is.
That
If
doesn't
you've
surprise
seen,
me.
if you've seen James's bloody message.
Mm.
That's no good.
Yeah, put it this way, it's probably nowhere as bugged as fucking Watch Dogs Legion. Plus,
Tell me
actually,
about it.
I think I know why.
It's a Ubisoft game.
No. I think I know why James's one is buggy. It's because his one's digital. That's why I never. That's why I never like really purchase in a way much of digital games, unless they're going for a very cheap price, or if they're going for what do you call it? Not a cheap price, but or for free.
Yeah.
What happened at the end of alright, looks like I'm inside a cell now,
Okay.
Caleb.
Uh,
Yeah, it looks like I'm inside a cell now. It wasn't always like this. It looks like I'm back at Shawshank.
you are.
Alright. Well, because of what do you call it? At the end of Jimmy's portrayal of Jimmy.
Yeah.
What, you go further in the story?
No.
So basically the story, like, basically it's not really a story, it's just a leaderboard thing, right?
In a way, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no credits or anything at the end of the other one, right?
Nah, because of this one there is a
Alright, okay.
credits.
So an actual ending.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. So now will you try and platinum number 2? Are you?
Depends.
Platinum.
180 collectibles.
Yeah, I'll see. Like I said, I'll think about it.
Oh, tell me about it. Only took me like a day to get that for me, only because like I was using a guide from like yeah, it was actually from 2010. I was using a guide.
Yeah.
PS5 trophies, no doubt.
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, yes and no. Yes, I was using half of it because half of it I couldn't find, and because I kept dying because there's still cops.
Yeah, alright.
And the other person I was using was power picks.
Alright. Alright, well anyway, I'll be back in this party. I'm just gonna watch this cutscene. Alright, well you have a good night, Caleb. And Jason, I'll see you when I get back. I'm just gonna watch this cutscene. So hang around if you can. And if Matthew's interested, he's welcome to join the party. Be right back.
Don't know what he's doing.
Oh.
It wasn't always like this. I used to be a real nice guy. Got a problem? You call Jimmy. In a jam? You call Jimmy. And look what that got me. 15 years of rubbing elbows with the kind of guys who don't have a problem sucking each other off for a pack of smokes. Let's just say I was a cleaner. I cleaned shit up for wise guys who weren't smart enough to wipe their own asses. The greaseballs screwed me over first chance they got. Should have seen it coming.
Why this ear raping fucking shit?
On the bright side, gave me plenty of time to figure out how I was gonna repay the favor. Yup. Tell Today's gonna be a real good day.
Alright, I'm back. A riot has broken out in the prison, just like you planned. It's now or never. Run like hell and you will be out of here. Get moving, beat the guards and escape from prison. Will do.
Okay.
Right in the wall. You took an enemy down. You'll earn points for this. Don't forget. Yeah.
I think we're done here.
Take out several enemies in a row and get multiple bonuses. The most enemies you kill consecutively, the higher multiple bonus you get.
And stay the fuck down.
Fucking dog. See the bonus timer in the top right corner of the screen? The sooner you finish the mission, the more bonus points you'll get. If you run out of time, you'll fail the mission. I really hate timed fucking missions, to be honest. Bear back again. No bloody audio, of course. Right, I'm back. You are free again. You have lost everything but your hunger for vengeance. 2 men control the city, 2 gang bosses who know only blood and violence. 2 traitors who will stop at nothing. I see. Alright. Have a good night, Scott. The mob is big star. Friend who sold you out and then tried to have you killed in jail. First on the hit list. Big Sal's gang smugglers hundreds of stolen vehicles into the US every month, sells them at a premium. Let Sal know you are back in town by trashing a shipment of cars down at the docks. Well, let's see if my Samson drifter is here. Seven perks. Huh.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Where you go? I was about to join back. I gave you a like. Can't invite me to the party, Dark. Can. You can join. The party is... It's... Join back, Maddie. You can actually join back. Two dislikes again. Oh well. Who gives a fuck? Matty, if you're still on the stream, come join back.
Disappeared.
Hmm. Bark up like a normal person.
Mind if I borrow your car? Thanks.
Nice try, sunshine.
Try to kill you.
Yeah, but failed miserably. Just like the failures in life. Alright, Matthew. Welcome back.
ASUS doing something.
Yeah, by the way, on my last stream, I had 7 dislikes. That's the highest dislikes I've ever gotten on a live stream. It just proves that they're fucking, like, haters are just fucking wanting attention, eh? Which I don't give a fuck, because most of them have been blocked anyway.
Let the haters hate.
Exactly, I don't give a fuck. As long as I get revenue from it, I don't give a fuck.
Oh no.
They're just sad little trolls anyway.
Yeah. I think it's because I uploaded a couple of tryhards on YouTube anyway. Salty ones, but didn't like the fact that I uploaded their PSNs and put them up on YouTube. Two from GDA and the other one from, what you call it? Red Dead. And no doubt it was probably Shit Fetish Boy and his friends that had left the dislikes on it.
Wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised.
shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was fucking leaving dislikes on my channel.
Post him some toilet paper.
Exactly.
Have Caleb told you about the dummy account?
Dummy account.
Yeah, for the Osama pickle.
Sometimes
Osama Pickle. Osaka Pickle.
Yeah, Osaka pickle.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure. Fuck, I didn't see those railings. Really, mate? You had to tail whack me in the with your fucking car. Wow. Hey, man, watch the paint. No. So, yeah, Osaka Pickle.
Yeah.
I've been monitoring bloody Will's every move lately. And he's got one more day until Caleb rubs his address through the dirt.
come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
It's for the greater good.
You know that dead man's finger alcohol what you seen at my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually vodka.
Alright.
I tried it. I had a mouthful of it.
Alright. Hey Jason, do you work? Jace?
Dad,
Alright?
Do you work?
No, no.
Alright. Disability pension? Alright.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
I used. Alright?
What happened to you? Like, how'd you end up on the pension?
The cancer.
Oh, you had cancer?
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
That's why I lost my bladder.
Alright. Are you still on? Do you still have cancer right now, or?
Oh no. Well, it comes and goes. Well,
Alright.
you can come back tomorrow.
Alright.
Touch wood. I haven't got. It's how do you say? Dormant.
Yeah.
you fucking dumbass cards.
I could do this all day.
Get in the fucking room, you fucking fucktard.
Steady.
I'll send you a video on Facebook on the robberies that you can do in this game. It's pretty fun, Jason.
Sometimes
I used to work for done 10 years of plastering.
You used to
then
work for what?
I was a plasterer, textual plasterer.
Alright.
And then I done a bit of security work.
Alright.
Tow truck driver, that was alright.
Yeah, my dad used to be a tow truck driver as well.
That was alright. Got sick of looking at the fucking smashes, but done my head in with little kids.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, by the way, there's a problem. I tried to look for security courses. Apparently, being a security guard today, you're gonna get shit pay.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
And secondly, like you don't get annual holiday leave. It's a casual job
Yeah, it's casual. That's right.
What?
or part time.
No, or it depends the firm you go through. You can be like subby.
Mm.
Yeah, you're your own boss, and that like you subcontract.
Mm.
But again, you don't get holiday pay, you don't get sickness pay because you're your own boss.
Ah.
That's,
And you
that's
choose
stupid.
to work. Yeah, I know it is, and you choose to work in your own hours.
Oh, lucky I'm not.
It's just another way of them saving money, you know. Because if they had to do a wage, you know, you think about it, you got taxes for medical and fucking insurance and fucking the list just keeps going.
Well, lucky. Well, you know Jaden, Trish's son.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to get being a security guard.
He what? Oh, I don't. Did he get in trouble? I thought he got. No, that was Zach, wasn't it?
Zach. He
That
broke
was
into
Zach.
the backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's another thing. Bloody
Oh, sucks to be him. He's gonna have shit pay
Yeah.
if he gets a
Speaking.
job.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what is it? My dad used to be a painter and decorator, like for housing.
Oh, house decorator.
Painter, actually, just a
Oh,
painter.
Oh,
So he would paint houses for people,
oh.
and what do you call it? It was. I asked him, "What's the pay like?" And he said, "Brilliant." Even though it's a bit of a pain in the ass to keep your ass moving around a lot.
Nowadays you can get them spray guns. You can be amazed how fast you can knock a house out.
Yeah, he used to have to use rollers and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Mind you, if he still had that business running, I would be working with him right now. Matter of fact, like I wouldn't be on at them. I wouldn't be on at this hour.
Nowadays, man, they use spray guns. It's
Yeah.
faster and easier, seriously, than a roller.
Yeah.
I painted a few houses outside with rollers.
Yeah.
What can I do you for,
It's
pal?
not the easiest bloody thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
You looking for a new set of wheels? Take your pick, pal. Bring it by anytime.
I done mainly texture work. Have you go on the you know, it's like a sand finish, outside sand finish. You see it sometimes. It's cream or sometimes brown
Yeah.
or charcoal black.
No.
Yeah, I used to do shit like that.
All right.
And inside houses, you know, like the ding houses where they got all the fancy column work.
All right.
Stuff like that. Alright, pay back in the day, but
All right. So pretty much you mostly just spend your time at home now
Hey.
these days. You just sit at home most of these days now.
yeah, if I'm not going to hospital.
All right.
I spent a couple of days in hospital not long ago.
Oh, for your cancer?
Hey, affection. Yeah,
Sometimes
Affection.
bless myself.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're trying to work out a blood, huh?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, because since you told me you like, so you still have cancer, but technically, sorry, dormant
Dormant.
cancer.
Yeah.
Alright. I never heard
Cancer
of
can
that.
come back. Cancer can come back, man. No matter who gets it.
Yeah.
You
So,
can go for radiation. You can go for chemo. Everything like that, man. They
yeah,
tell you. They tell you. It's not a full. It's not a full healing. All you're
yeah,
doing is like killing the live cells, but there are cells still there, but they're just gone dormant. You could
yeah,
get a common cold. I
yeah,
could get a common cold, and it like for somebody else, like they'll just brush it off, but it could
alright,
trigger the But for me, it could trigger the cancer again.
alright. So it's a dormant cancer, like a dormant volcano.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
any
doesn't,
like
Oh, you stupid
even with people with
fuckwits.
breast cancer or bowel cancer or gut cancer, they can get radiation or chemo and stuff like that. They could be fine, come out of it fine and everything like that. 3 years down the track, 2 years down the track, maybe even 5 years down the track, maybe even 6 months down the track.
yeah,
It pops up again in another area.
yeah. My
Throat,
dad's,
your throat, your brain. You just
yeah,
don't know because it moves around.
yeah. My dad's mate had he was diagnosed with cancer, right? Because he wasn't looking too well, and he was feeling like he said he
Shit
wasn't
all the
feeling.
time.
Yeah, he was just feeling shit all the time. We took him up
Yeah,
to see the doctor,
tired,
and
not eating.
the doctor said that he had cancer. So what happened is he went in for chemotherapy, and let's just say the cancer just got worse and worse. It spread it through his blood, and in
Yeah,
the end, it killed him.
that's what you don't watch. As soon as it gets in your bloodstream, you're fucked.
Yeah,
Seriously, there's nothing they can do. Basically, there's nothing they can do.
yeah, because you
Get
want to know what
sprayed
it was
into your
caused by.
brain.
You want to know what it was caused by?
What's that?
Drinking and smoking, believed to be.
Yeah.
Because he was a top.
Heavy drink.
He was top on the piss. Like he was up there.
He was heavy drinking.
Yeah, pretty heavy drinker. He had like a beer belly, and he was a Northern English.
No, that was the one.
You know what? If you eat a lot of meat as well, can do it. Because
Yep.
nowadays with the hormones, it could be anything. Even
Yep.
where you live, you wouldn't believe.
Yep.
If it was good enough for the big guys, then it's
You live. There's places out there. If you do, you look up, right?
Yep.
Toxic air it causes by lung diseases.
Yeah.
Naval Base down near Rockingham was marked one of the places. You wouldn't believe. Kwinana, with the breezes blowing over it. You look at all the. I'm not being rude, but
Yeah.
you look at the history. I'm not talking about what's happening now. When they do a history test on toxicity of
Yeah.
the air, it goes by generations.
Yeah.
And people don't realise that, and they don't look into it. Kwinana, the history of the documentation over 50 years, I think it's 50 or 60 years, right? They are proven 3 histories of families come out with disabilities. Work that out. They all lived in Kwinana.
Yeah.
Work it out.
Yeah. Fuck.
BP's just up the road in Kwinana, in Naval Base.
Yeah.
Look at the stacks. What's pumping the pollution air into the solar system? You
Yeah.
drive right past it and see it every day.
Yeah.
Nobody's looked into it, man. And I was very amazed. My friend was doing a thing on it for TAFE. He was showing me. That's the only reason I knew about it, because he's doing something about TAFE, back in the day. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's going, oh, the pollution in fucking Kwinana. And I'm like, what? There's no pollution there. And he goes, no, fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
He goes bullshit. I'm
I
like, what the fuck?
I think I know what he's talking about. There is pollution in Kanana because
Well, yeah.
did you know that there? I used to work at a well, not work, but I actually did a course, an automotive course down at the automotive centre, TAFE course,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they would start that when people would learn these mechanical things, and you had to turn on the car, and they would put these hoses, like these air suckers, right? They'll stick them on the exhaust, and then they'll just yeah go out, they'll
Fucking,
fume
I
outside.
know somebody was doing that, and now he's working down in Naval Base on fucking funny cars.
Uh,
That's how we, yeah, that's how we started actually from that TAFE course.
yeah,
And he was only a young fella too. He ended up moving down Mandurah.
yeah.
Hot rods and funny cars. That's what he. That's
I'll
what
be
he.
right back. I was gonna
You
go
know,
chat for a
Chris.
minute.
You remember? You know Chris, Maddie.
Yes, I know.
Young
Yeah,
Chris. You know who I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. I'll be right back. I was gonna go chat for a minute.
Yep.
Oh my god, that is disgusting what he just asked me now.
Who?
Ryan.
Ryan. Did he say it again? Speak up. I cannot hear you.
Is that better?
Ow. Pull it a little further away.
He's asking for me for the S word. I forgot what it's called. I'm a bit embarrassed to say it.
S word, like shit.
No.
What? S word?
It ends with an X.
X. What?
Just say it.
Sex.
It's so simple. You're
Sex.
not. I'm not being rude. You don't need to be bloody embarrassed.
Sex.
That's an everyday bloody thing people talk about.
Yeah. It's never. So he's been. Did he just say that again?
No, he
What?
just asked for sex.
From you?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, I told you to report it.
Yeah.
He's
Fucking.
He's not gonna stop it till you report it. I already
Fucking-
said that last night.
I know, but I told you last night.
Text you. I'm gonna have to text bloody Caleb about this.
He has to. Like I said it last night. He's not going to stop it. I've seen weirdos. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about weirdos like this. And not if you don't do nothing about it, you're just going to get tormented till you get off or something happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being rude. That's the reality of it. Okay.
I'm just gonna text.
Tormenting him online when he's on playing. It's just gonna put fuel on the fire. It gives him the reason to harass you. To stop it, you got to be strong enough and have the willpower to stand up to him. He's a person who's talking over a mic. I'm not being rude. He's probably a big fat lazy fat person who can't even get a girlfriend. I'm not being rude. Why would a male in the right mind harass another girl or anybody through a mic? You've never met him. Have you met him? Do you know him? No?
No, he lives in Sydney.
Yeah, well, that's what you said last night, yeah. You haven't got him on Facebook or anything like that?
No, he doesn't have any of that.
Well.
I'm back.
I'm killing the shit out of him right now.
Hey, Brian.
When does Brian need to learn?
Probably the real story. Is he really 17? He probably really find out he's 9.
He told me.
What people say and what they are two different things on over a mic. You know, you learn that really fast.
Yeah, I can't play voicemails in here. Give me 1 second.
I was playing a game ages ago with And I honestly thought this guy was only fucking round my age. And then
Yeah.
I find out he was not 86, 87 years old,
Nah.
playing with his grandkids. No shit, man. He was a wicked fucking player too, but unfortunately, he just disappeared.
Yeah, he probably passed away, the poor fella.
Yeah. Never heard of his kids anymore, his grandkids anymore. He had about 5, 6 grandkids. He lived in one place, and that's how he used to communicate with his grandkids. Hey, oh, it was wicked.
Yeah.
That real old guy.
He hardly talked. But if you harassed him, God help, fucking you got mobbed, boy.
Well, an 86-year-old.
Yeah, oh yeah. He had his grandkids and then their friends and then people who knew him. You know, everybody left him. Nobody ever everybody just left him alone to do his own thing when he was on. He was actually from Perth too. I don't know exactly where, but somewhere in Perth. I was talking to him one night. So that's what annoys me about when people say, you know, oh, you got to be a certain age to play the game. I'm like, man, I've heard of fucking old people. What? Great grandparents who play it.
You know, you gotta be certain. If there's being a certain age to play the game is bullshit. That's bullshit. You can be any age.
That's right, any age. And
That's
nowadays, if you got dementia, they reckon it's really good to get into like games, physical games like this, because it helps with your memory and stuff.
Yep.
And the same with disability people. If you got a disability, they reckon it helps them concentrate.
Same, mainly with like disability and autism.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you know there's a place in Canada called Quebec?
No.
Yeah, that's I'll tell you something interesting. Apparently, everywhere in Quebec, you'll feel like you're in France.
Okay.
Because it's actually a French city or town, whatever it is. Like, street signs are French, like, you know, it's full on French, that place is. Yeah.
Eating snails.
Oh fuck that, man.
Well, that's French. That's what they do. They eat snails. One of their
And they
delicacies.
love frogs.
Yeah, I was going to say frog legs. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember we went to a Christmas do. I was about 26 years old. I was a work do, and I thought there were chocolate sticks, like a pastry dipped in chocolate and then it's gone hard, but it wasn't. It was chocolate fucking frog legs.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Canada. I just want to give you a heads up, but the reason why I prefer Canada over the United States is because Canada, right, it's the same as Australia, and did you know their crime rate in Canada is a lot lower than here?
Yeah, but you look at the sentences that you get in Canada and then the other surrounding areas.
Yeah. And
there's a nuclear power plant in Canada too.
It's got nothing to do with it.
It's got nothing to do with it, really, Match.
Honestly, if he had a nuclear power, I wouldn't even fucking live near it.
Yeah. I wouldn't even like look at Chernobyl, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Oh, it's safe. Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and did you
Some
know?
of them people started to pop up fucking sick before it went. People actually started to real notice. How long? You know, um, how many people were victims of that before it got noticed?
Yeah, did you
You
know?
can't, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of a nuclear reactor, Chernobyl, right? You know how it's the world's worst nuclear accident in world history?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. Did you know, right, that it actually spread it across Europe and it started raining acid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it rained acid, right?
See,
Kid you not.
that's the thing. That's the thing. When shit like that happens, right?
Yeah,
It's people say, oh, you know, it's going to be all right, and then it all dries up, and they've done a surface test, and everything's all right. But hang on a minute, that rain is still that shit is still in the ground.
yeah,
People don't realise 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the track. Hang on a minute, they're getting sick, man. Well, what the fuck is going on?
The
yeah,
chemicals from the acid are
Chemicals.
still
That's right. That's right. And they grow the veggies and grow, fruit
still in
trees.
that ground.
It's coming up through the ground into the fruit, into the vegetables, and
yeah,
humans are eating it.
yeah,
And then you got the cattle eating the grass.
yep,
They're picking the grass up, and it's got sand and shit on it.
yep.
So
But the scientists don't look at it that way.
it's like sulfur. You don't think much about sulfur, do you?
Mm.
Do you know?
But sulfur is actually also pretty corrosive as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking corrosive.
So, they mine it out of volcanoes, Matty, right?
Exactly.
Now, a lifespan for somebody who mines sulfur is only 5 years.
Mhm.
And they grab young kids to do it. So, you know, you're 12, 13, and they employ you because it's really cheap to carry these blocks of fucking sulfur, and you don't even see your 20th because you're dead.
Yep.
That's,
And their government allows it because
that's in China.
sulfur is a big seller because matches, fucking
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder. You have to have sulfur, fucking you know, there's a lot of shit you gotta have. You know, you gotta have sulfur. You know.
Yeah, and did you
But
know?
when you look into how they get it and the poor people who fucking has to bring it out of there, you think, why do they fucking do that?
Yep.
For such a little bit of money. And then you look at Australia, we're pretty fucking mate here.
Yeah, and also I've got to mention with Chernobyl's nuclear power station, right, when it blew up, did you know that a couple of firefighters had to go down there to bloody go? No, like not just that. There was another thing, like they had to go and open up the floodgates of some sort. Yeah. Anyway, what was bad about that, right, is that the bad problem about that is when the floodgates. Oh, you fucking sorry, that little cunt just blew up my fucking ride.
It's not nice.
Yeah. Well, the cops finished him off anyway. Thank you for cops for that. Anyway, so yeah, the fucking Chernobyl, right? The reason, you know why they had to open up the floodgates? It's because there was like because the water, right? There was a lot of water underneath.
Who was?
Yeah.
What's up with Caleb and Brian at the moment?
It's not Caleb and Brian. Maddie, can you tell James
Maddie's
here?
not in the party.
Oh, Fuck. Okay, let me
Yeah,
tell you.
but
Brian was...
Brian's managed to piss off Caleb too, though.
Yeah, not just for that, but I'll tell you something else. Fucking Maddie, right, came in and informed me a new thing that has emerged about.
What?
He's been asking Maddie for sex.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
Seriously.
Like I said, to put an end to it, report it. She's got all that stuff he sent. That's all she needs. If she don't do it, he's gonna keep harassing her. And then no matter what you boys do, I mean, killing him and shit on the game, it just gives him the reason to fucking keep harassing her.
True.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Stand up and do the right way.
Not surprised he's asking all this shit though.
Yeah. Another thing, yeah. So as I was saying, Jason, about the the Chernobyl. Now there was a reason for it because there was a radioactive lava that was formed, right?
Yeah.
And it was the elephant's foot, right? It was burning all the way through, right? And believe it or not, if it touched the water, right, it would set off 80 atomics.
Oh my god.
You're talking about prime fire.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like the end of the world. Like the nuke will go across. It's like how a meteorite hit the world. That's how bad it would.
It would be worse.
Yeah.
Because a meteorite, the expansion of a meteorite depends on the how big is it and the speed of light is coming in through the universe. Right, because it's not the struck. It's gonna kill people. It's the aftershocks. It's gonna wipe us all out.
Yeah.
That's what people have to realise.
Yeah, and also with the nuclear attack, with the nuclear going off, right, it would actually cause a giant fire wave, right?
That's it. Yeah. It's the after effect. It's actually not the blast. It's the aftershocks after it.
Yeah.
It does more damage.
Yeah. Have you seen that show called The 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry. No.
No, all right. Well, you'll see a scene, right? I'm not spoiling it, but you will see a scene called Prime Fire.
Okay.
Right. And believe it or not, the reason why they call it Prime Fire is because it was a nuclear fire that was wiping out the whole world.
Whoa.
Yeah. Caused by 2 nuclear reactors somewhere in the world. Yeah, meltdown. And that's what a nuclear reactor can actually do.
Oh, yeah.
They can cause the whole world to end.
Oh, shit, yeah, prove a fact. And I can't believe our government... that proves that under-table payments for shit like that to be allowed to be built.
Yeah. And plus...
if they want it, why can't they go out to... I'm not being rude. Here in Australia would be out near the Nullarbor. Right?
Yeah.
No, they've done testings out there back in the day.
Exactly.
There's a
right? Now why can't they do that out? Why can't they do it and build bunkers and do it out there? So if anything does fucking happen, it's not gonna it's less chance to full on fuck people up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't see the point in them. I reckon they shouldn't have ever be allowed made, tell the truth. They do more harm than good.
Yeah, well, you see, that's why the government forbid nuclear energy in Australia.
That's right.
And did you know Malcolm Turnbull was actually going to make nuclear energy open to Australia? He was,
no, I didn't.
yeah, he was talking about, the cleanest gas and all this, and then he said and then he said,
it's not, they said, back in the day they realised, they said it was clean, rah. Because now you look at the testing, how much it's changed over the last century. A century's only 10 years.
Yeah.
I think it's 10 years. 100 years.
No, that's a decade.
Decade, yeah, well, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, and did you know, right? Another thing, right? When as I was saying about Malcolm Turnbull, he actually said, and nuclear energy is open to Australia, even though it's very expensive to build. That's what he said.
Yeah, it is.
It's extremely expensive.
You look at a coal or even a electric plant, and
Yeah,
then you look at a power station, a nuclear power station, and you look at the three costs, and you see which one will win.
yeah,
Back in the day, the coal plant was cheaper, and I think it was like 45% was getting imported from England.
yeah,
And they shut that down because of the coal got into the lungs and formed a disease.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm back, and plus there's not much coal around no more anyway. No.
Yeah. And also with also another thing, the reason nuclear was good back in its time, like, because think about it, all it did, right, is it was producing steam, less, bad chemicals in the air. You know what I mean?
What I can't understand, right?
Yeah.
You look back in the day when the tea buckets and all that were out there, right? I mean the first cars, right? Not petrol, steam cars. Now they had the knowledge then. Why couldn't they build the turbines out of water to run it?
Exactly.
They're talking about doing the water plantations along the coast.
Yeah. And did you
If
know?
they can build the water plantations, why the fuck can't they use salt water to run the turbines? Like salt water, boil it, turn it into the steam to run the turbines.
Yeah.
I can't. That's what I don't understand. Well, basically, we would like hydro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't understand.
Yeah, and also, like, with another thing, right? You see, who here knows Nikola Tesla, a scientist? Nikola Tesla.
I've heard about him, but I don't actually know. Yeah, I have heard.
Yeah, well, Nikola Tesla.
1900s or something.
Yeah, well, Nikola Tesla created a machine, right? And this is true science, right? But the government suppressed it all, though. I'll tell you this. Did you know he actually created a machine, right, that could actually give off free energy, like free, like no using, like, fuel or bloody anything like that. You know what he actually built? He actually built a machine that could convert energy into electricity, right?
Yeah.
The energy in our atmosphere.
Yeah, can do that. You can do that with a bike or anything like that, as long as you make up a little conversion engine.
Yeah, well, he actually converted air into electricity, right?
Air?
And
Not a
energy. Energy.
Not a wind.
Not a wind. Not a wind turbine. Yeah, like, basically, like, what do you call, it was free. It was basically...
The particles of the air that you don't see, he's catching.
Pretty much, but it wasn't pollution or anything that he was catching.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know.
Yeah, anyway, he invented that, right? And it was so useful, right? The whole world could have used it. But when he died, right? Oh, shit, I didn't read that. Fuck. Yeah, when he died, right, he actually... the government actually suppressed the
project.
Yeah, they actually suppressed it. They actually suppressed They actually suppressed everything and locked it up in Fort. I think, like, it was called Fort
Knox.
Fort Knox. Yeah, they locked up in Fort Knox. But however, and did you know, like, after when he died, right, there was a couple of other inventors, right, that was trying to do the same thing, right? Someone actually invented something that, like a car that, like, this bloke up in the outback, right? He invented a car that could run on free energy, right? And the government was telling them to shut his mouth, right?
Yeah, because they'll lose out.
They'll lose out. They won't get any tax from it.
if that come out on not being rude, if it was allowed,
Yeah.
and he had the deeds, and the government allow it, because when you build a car, a prototype car,
Yeah.
right? The bullshit you have to go through just to get that like over the pits, it's unfucking believable.
Yeah.
Because they go, oh, you need to have strength testing on the frame. You need to have fucking testing of this, of that. Crash test at different speeds. Mind you, you've only got one car to do all this with.
Yeah.
That's how come a lot of people, they can't do it.
Yeah.
And
So anyway.
you see all these big firms, you know? Like,
Yeah. So anyway, after when the government told him to shut his mouth, he didn't shut his mouth, right? And you want to know something interesting, right? That bloke died, right? And I know what he died from, right? Because some bloke down at camp when I was camping with Caleb and James O'Grady, whatnot, right? We're talking to this bloke down at the campsite, right? Anyway, before I tell you about the bloke, right? The government confirmed him that he died while falling off a cliff while drunk. That's what the government confirmed it. But you want to know something funny? His neighbours said he never drank. Right? Now, time to talk about the bloke who I met at the camp. You know what happened to him? What really happened to him?
The government killed him.
He had lead put in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only way to shut a scientist up and to ruin the economy, they say, but it's not ruining the economy, it's called free energy.
That's right, yeah. Well, they don't look at it as that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I'm not being rude. If that was allowed in, you stop and think what the world would be like now.
Yeah.
Now, free energy, if he's worked out just to do that with free energy, he could make a plantation. He could actually charge people of using it. Instead of giving it out for free, he could have wiped them all out. Because he's getting it for free, he knows it. It's not costing him a red cent. So he puts it on the market and says, "Oh, use this. I'll give your bill. I can half your bill." So if you're using, say, every 3 months or every month when your bill comes in, and you're using like, say, $300 for a normal family, right?
Yeah.
Right? And you say, like, half that. That's $150 fucking dollars they're saving. Who are you going to go with? Nah, man, they would never allow that shit, man.
Yeah.
And the only reason they're letting these hovered cars starting to pop up and these electric, these battery-driven,
not hover cars.
These battery-driven fucking cars, is because of the pollution, keeping Greenpeace happy.
Yeah.
Point. That's the only reason, man. You got to keep Greenpeace happy for, otherwise they kick up and start rioting. All politics, mate. Everybody's in each other's pocket. And if the ever truth comes out, all of them would be in trouble because I can't see what politician would have had their hands into dirty money somewhere along their work life. And that's what it's all about,
Yeah, it's all about revenue.
That's it, it is. Honestly, it is. It comes back to digits. What's digits? Digit money, mate.
Yep, I never trusted the government, just so you know, and plus I'm anti-government, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I'm full-on anti-government. If anyone says, "Oh, you can trust the government," no, don't trust them.
Hey, Gareth.
Because
I worked for fucking Carmen Lawrence when she was in Rockingham.
Yeah.
I don't fucking not work, but I done work for her.
Yeah.
And I tell you now, mate, they're the most dodgiest fucking mob I ever fucking met.
Yeah.
When she got into Parliament down in Rockingham, right? They had a party.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the guy who I was living with in a a beautiful fucking holiday home, and down in Safety Bay, and next minute this truck pulls up in our driveway, bro.
No.
And this is 3 weeks before anybody knew who was gonna win. Right? And I said to him, I said, what's the Liquorland truck doing here? And he goes, oh, that's for the party. And I'm like, what party? He goes, oh, you're going, but the party from Carmen Lawrence. I said, she ain't win yet. She goes, oh, yeah, don't matter. If she wins or not win, we're keeping this. I'm like, what? He filled the fucking cellar up with a fucking half of a truckload of spirits, wine, beer. You name it, it was fucking in there, right? Yeah, I can believe it, man. And it was all paid by the taxpayers.
Huh.
From the grant, you know, because like when you run for Parliament, they give you a grant. It was all that's how she done it. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn, this thing's fast.
Dodgy, man, dodgy.
Hey, mate, I fucked up. Fuck. I can't get out of this game.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm completely stuck in a wall breach.
Oh no, blow yourself up.
Oh, fuck it.
Blow yourself up. Otherwise you gotta get closed out.
I'm stuck.
Yeah. So, yeah, the government covers everything, and you know, I forgot another thing to mention. Who here is aware of the 1947 Roswell UFO crash?
Oh, I heard some shit about that.
Yeah, well, apparently they said it was like, sorry.
They reckon it was like they had pictures and shit. Civilians had pictures and shit, and everything just got hushed and pushed under the fucking, like, disappeared. Like there was big talk about it, then all of a sudden it just disappeared.
Yeah, because you want to know something? The government covered it up and considered it was a weather balloon, right?
Yeah.
But really, it wasn't a weather balloon. In the newspapers, it had photos, and it was a flying. They called it a crash flying disc.
Yeah, but there was no sighting or nothing. They weren't allowed near the site. They weren't allowed in camera or video. Because remember they had the old projector cameras back in the black and white. They weren't allowed to like if they had one of them, they couldn't be in visual. Like they got pushed right back.
Yep. Yeah, because
something to do with the army. It wasn't the police. It was the army who was done the perimeter wall around it. So, like, you were shot, I believe, if you went past there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll tell you this, that they actually sent all the wreckage off to Area 51. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, well, they sent the wreckage off to Area 51. And they just covered it up. That's all they did.
Yeah.
Because it's to stop from the Soviets.
They covered it up.
Yeah,
if you look into the archives of it, and you look at it and think, well, fuck, man. 1 minute, you know, you look at the old paper, and it was on paper, and then you use a big talk, and next minute, it stopped. Like, you know.
Yeah. So like. With the so yeah, like they took it to Area 51.
My honest opinion, man, right?
Mm.
My honest opinion, I reckon we're walking and talking probably to advance out of solar people who are studying our kind on our Earth. Yeah. Nobody would ever know because they say Area 50. They already got space shuttles. They reckon they've got a body and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
right? What's saying it? What's saying it's not? If I'm not, you know, if it's not right, if I'm not right,
Yeah.
and then you say, then you look at the archives, and you're like, look at the people who have gone missing, just disappeared.
Exactly.
No trace, no DNA, no fucking nothing. I know I'm being rude. You look at murder scenes. There was always DNA. They always trace back who's done it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Yeah, because like I personally, right, I believe in aliens, right? If you're wondering, because
Kwanana, Meryl's me and Meryl and her
yeah,
sister, my brother, who else was there? Two of my other friends, my cousin, we're at the front of my mum's house. No, Aurelia Park. Going to my mum's house, we're crossing Aurelia Park,
yeah,
and we thought it was a star. And then we were looking at it. It was really, really bright, but it had a green, really faint green rim around the bottom of it.
oh,
Right?
yeah,
And then it just zipped. We called it zipped because it was at one place and then it went to another place, like, or must have been a fair way up there, and then it like a triangle.
yeah,
You know, it went to one place and come back and then went back to where it started.
yeah,
So you like in a triangle motion. No shit, man. And my mum come out with my dad because my sister were already at home, and my dad took a photo of it, but it was blurry. It come up blurry, you know.
yeah,
And then a couple of days later, there was other people in Kwinana who sighted it as well.
oh,
He's like seen it as well, you know.
yeah,
But they never said, oh, it was this, it was that. What they say it was a satellite. But how can a fucking satellite move so fast like that in the three different places?
yeah. That's weird.
A satellite can't move
It's
that.
happened a few times over Kwinana back in the day.
Yeah,
You talk to people that have lived there for a long, long time. Maybe they've seen it. Maybe they know people that have seen it. But yeah, I don't know why, but it happened quite a few times.
alright. Yeah, because I actually do believe in aliens. Most people say, why do you believe in aliens? Because I said to them, well, we're not the only ones in the universe.
That's right, we're not.
We can't be the only ones in the universe. There's got to be other civilizations out there. You know what I mean?
Shit, yeah. Otherwise, how did we fall?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Now, my belief, right? Another planet was lucky like us. They were happy. They had everything. Then a person got advanced before their time,
yeah,
and they stuffed up like we are doing. We're killing each other.
yeah,
It's a proven fact. They said the end of the world, we are going to kill each other. That's how we're going to die.
yeah,
And now they're saying, oh, we're going to build a station out of space, rah, 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 go on, people can go on rides already and all this. You think about it. How bad the universe is if they want to do shit like that.
Sakes, you stupid cunt. You know the camera's there. Fucking hell, man. If he fucking fuck it up again, I'm just gonna kick him.
Are you playing Payday?
Yes.
I thought so.
He knows the fucking camera says, why fucking sit directly in front of it, you fucking retarded cunt. Seriously.
That's why I don't do it with anybody else but
yeah.
Use your fucking brain, you stupid muppet.
And I hate if they don't have a mic. I don't
Yeah.
know if they can hear you through their TV, but
Yeah.
He's asked about 10 times now about the same thing. Yes.
What, Brian?
Did you say
Just
how many
block him.
times?
Can you block him?
Yeah, I'll tell him to stop asking me. I want to unfriend him.
Yeah, just block him. Then he can't harass you, can't send you messages or talk to you.
Well,
Just
how
block
about
him.
if I have a talk with him and I say to him, look, you got to stop it, or else this can go to the police. Regardless your age and regardless that you're autistic, that is just not on.
Autistic or not, it's not right.
Yeah.
By not being rude, okay, it comes back again. Is he or is he not statistic? Nobody knows him. Nobody's physically seen him face to face. People could say anything over a mic. Always remember that.
Yeah, I know, Jason.
I could turn around and say I'm blind and I got no I got no legs. Now, there's only a few people that have been here who really knows me. It's not true, but because you don't know me, that's what you would think. Oh, this person's in a wheelchair and he's got no legs. You've never met me. See, it's so easy to do.
I met Jason, Maddie.
I'll have to meet him one day when we have time.
Yeah, but he lives all the way up in Kundula.
Can you say that again?
He lives all the way up in
North of the
Kundula, north of the river, past Perth. Lives past Perth. So,
You know Joondalup?
Yes.
Up near Joondalup.
so yeah.
Everybody knows Joondalup anyway. That's why I said it.
I'll be back.
So I'm just hoping. And Maddie.
Just gotta go to game chat for a minute.
Yeah, all right.
That's why I'm not picking on you, Matty. All right, I'm not. But don't believe what people say over mic. Oh, we all gone.
Maddie.
Yes?
Oh, yeah, don't believe what they say over the mic, but if you really don't feel comfortable about it, and if he keeps it up, then you're going to have to make me have a talk with him, and if he starts fucking giving me toxic shit, right, I will say to him, right, get on GTA, and I'll show you what I'm really fucking like.
I see what you like.
Sometimes I even impress
And I was
myself.
talking to him earlier.
Did you tell True Evil?
No, he never answers to my text.
Yeah, it's because he's
friends with him.
Yeah, well, he's probably notifications are probably turned off.
Oh well, you should
It's in
just
the GTA
somebody
zone.
should just suck him into and get him onto a lobby and just hammer him.
Yeah, well, that's why I might screenshot.
No, I wouldn't even cannon him because that costs you money, man. Just don't keep him on the ground. Just a couple of people in a jet, and you just keep him on the ground, and just what you need to do is have one person who's his friend and he doesn't realise,
I could do this.
Okay,
and then you just follow him to lobby to lobby to lobby to lobby.
look at this. I'm gonna send something to the group. Ready?
You get sick of that pretty quick. Okay.
Yeah, I have orbital cannon to loads of players in my time.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted to send you, but
I have done the orbital cannon spam glitch before. And let's just say, I've done it. And let's just say, this player, right, he was picking on someone. This happened, yeah, he was picking on someone, right? Went in the lobby. And I was in the frozen money glitch, and then I fucking spam orbital cannon killed him over and over and over again.
Don't you, the frozen money, don't you have to turn your internet connection off and on?
Yeah, quite a lot. You have to do it quite a fair bit as well.
just excuse me, I hasn't exploded his car.
You know, if I join your lobby, he will just go and cast it.
several sound at the moment.
Yeah, Maddie, look. The next time you... fucking hell.
I almost had the glitch. I'm trying to walk through the wall, and I'm trying to get into the CCTV room.
Oh, I don't know where you are on the bank.
Yeah,
Have you got the time? If there's no alarm going off, walk around over the top of the safe and see if you drop in it. You can't get out there. I can tell you that because I need to set the drill up.
took out the fucking cameras.
You need to go in there with another person to set up the drill and then go up in the wall.
I'm with another gamer.
Yeah, but they need to set up the fucking drill. And then you walk around the top of the fucking roof, and then there is a spot. I just don't know where it is. I've seen people drop into it. I was outside drilling, and they were up. I didn't realise what they were doing. And when I opened the second door, they already had 6-7 bags sitting there already. That's why I know you can do it.
No,
They had wicked drills, man. I mean, wicked game cutters. He ran around inside the bank, man, and he's just like, doo, and they'll just popping open, man.
probably they had upgraded blades or something.
They did, man. They just said, sit here and look after the machine. All right. And the best thing about it is they sneaked in, undetected, you know, and they done it all properly. You know, took out the alarm, everything like that. And we were just sitting there, and I was just sitting there, fucking, everything was sweet. Popping the door open, and I didn't realise. I said, how did you get in here? And they were laughing, and then one of them showed me, but I couldn't get into the vault. He goes, it's pretty hard. He tried to show me and shit, but I just couldn't do it. I was like, fuck, that's pretty smart, man.
Yeah.
Come on, you cunt.
What are you doing, money, or is it gold?
Just the bank deposit boxes.
Oh, deposit boxes. I can open them pretty quickly, but I still need a cutting machine to really get it really fast.
Alright, well, I'm going to head off for the night. So, yeah, I'm going to have a chat with now I'm going to have a talk with fucking Brian and tell him to fucking knock that shit off. And if he doesn't, I'm going to tell him, you better jump past it the next time I see you.
Wait.
That's what's going to happen.
Wait, no! Don't tell me a fucking stuff.
I think my live stream has made a massive delay. I'm going to take a look.
What the fuck? Come on, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Hello? I'm fucking stuck.
You're stuck.
I'm between the vault and the wall.
Oh, and do you know you can walk through the gate? I don't know how they do it. There's a glitch there as well. When you pop that vault door open, right, and if there's a cage there, somehow they crouch and I don't know what else they do, but you can fucking walk through it. But they're running at the same time, so they're like running at the gate. I don't know how they do it, eh? I keep just slamming into it. But I was watching them, I was like, how the fuck are you doing that? And they were just laughing at me.
Alright, anyway, I'm heading off for the night. So yeah, Matthew, do me a favour. Next time you go in the GDA and you see that Brian bloke, right, immediately notify Caleb, eh?
I will.
Yep, because Caleb, that's going to be Caleb's job to sort him out. Anyway, have a good night, guys. I'll see you all later.
See ya, mate.
Good night. Alright, Dark Life 117 out.